Like my aim is to just carry on making great music, inspire some people, spread my message more, um, and yeah, if I can impact people's lives, and then job well done. You know, I want to have, um, I want to make bodies of work that they can listen back to in 50 years, in 100 years, and it can still move them, you know.
Blame It on the Ute is the new release that's imminent. It'll be
Yeah.
out when we're out here and swinging our hands from the rafters. We are here. Well, tell me about this release. Tell me about what the process is.
Um, Man, Blame It on the Youths. I've been writing this album for a while. Not necessarily all the songs, but beginning the whole process. I began the process in 2016, I believe. And of course, throughout the years, I wasn't actively working on the actual album because there was other projects that I was doing. But I knew what type of album that I wanted to make. I knew how I wanted it to sound. I knew what topics I want to touch on. And I was able to start the writing process then. So, of course, in 2016, I probably wrote like one song and I was like, okay, when the time is right, that's when I'm going to finish it off and release this album. And me, by saying when the time is right, is once I have been inspired enough, once I have met the right producers who I feel like can take what's in my head and bring it out, then it'll be go time for the album.
No rushing this shit. You can't just, there ain't just immediate pool of producers that you just grab, like, because you'll just be firing blanks the whole time. You have to, this shit takes time, doesn't it?
Exactly. I don't want to rush it. I mean, I could still release music. I could still release projects, work with other people.
Right.
But for my own, especially debut album, man, I want it to be a masterpiece.
Damn right.
So
Sleep on this stuff. I can't believe it. You know, this single-mindedness. Like, you're on some album legacy shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. I want to put out the album. I want to have it on vinyl. You know what I mean? So when you're playing that, when you're relaxed, you can listen to it top to bottom without skipping anything.
Headphone crew.
Yeah, and just be like, yeah, this is just like, even if you don't like the topics, you can appreciate the music.
Do you make the music for, I mean, look, there's objectives in every release, isn't it? Your influences on the album are all instrumentally from your upbringing in Tanzania, and just influences that have inspired you. But when you're looking at the future, you've gone back, you've got all of this influence. Do you put it in the context of the now, or do you put it in the context of live? Do you put it in context of, like you say, when people are listening to it on vinyl or are in the car, or, you know, did you want to make those influences mold to people's dailies and what they do? And, you know, did you want to harness a particular area in people's lives?
Not necessarily. Like, I feel like a lot of people go through the same stuff on a day-to-day basis anyway. So I feel like one way or another, you might not be able to relate to everything that I'm saying on the album, but you will probably understand what I'm talking about. and you might relate to some of the things. You can listen to it in your own way, any way you want. You can listen to it in your car, in your house, on the way to work. I mean, it's not an album for the clubs. It's more something you want to listen to and feel.
Gotcha.
So,
the reason why I ask that is because of the influences of such instruments and such, directions in your, past and present. I was thinking to myself before we started, I was thinking, damn, like, because, you're a live performer too. Like, how's that going to translate in a live arena? And then I thought about obviously what the world is going through. And then I thought, well, maybe when you started in 2016, there wasn't that same precedence of like knowing where it was going to go, considering where it is going to go is completely different to where you were in 2016. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's true. Like, when I was sort of started it, I was asking myself, are these songs that I'm writing now gonna last the test of time? Because sometimes you might make music and in 2 years' time you listen to that song and you're like, oh my God, this sounds so dated.
Yeah.
But with the approach that I took writing this album, is what I've pretty much been learning the whole time. Like, just write a good song. Just write a good song. And the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah.
Just focus on writing a good song. The same way how I might listen to a song from like, I don't know, from the 70s or the 80s now. Of course, sonically, I might be like, that it sounds dated. Because maybe the type of drums that they're using or the type of mix that they have.
For sure.
But the song is still a good song.
You need the Television app. 24/7 mini documentaries, podcasts, live shows, DJ live streams, top fives, subscription packages, plus products for all your podcasts and street culture sports. Download it from the App Store for free today.